What's going on YouTube? This is Chaos Rain here, and in this video I'm here to bring you a little more about my Lake of Calandra build. Not really about the build per se, but just about, my progress, pushing, and so on and so forth. So I wanted to go over a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to go over is what my plan is to make currency, and the short-term, long-term implications. There we go, implications. Either way, the short-term and long-term results of what this is going to take. So first things first, because this is a new league, I plan to explore the league's mechanic as much as possible. I am actually in town because I was doing lab runs for a friend. So let me, here we go, let's go back. Let me go back to my hideout, and then, I think this is just my starting town now that I think about it. But, let's go ahead and go over a little bit of what we are doing and saving for. So, right now, we are saving these up. Currently, we have a couple of them. We have 5, which has taken us a decent amount of time to do. Not like a long time, but a decent amount of time. Enough to where, I have to do a bunch of maps to do it. I'm also buying all of my low-tier maps from Kirak and just basically trying to, keep a consistent, sustain of them. One thing I will say is that if you are in my shoes, like right now, I don't have any maps I have not completed as far as all these. All of these I've already completed. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually taking my T1 maps and I'm going to basically rush through them as fast as possible, hit the altars, save the altars, so on and so forth, to push whatever I can get. I don't have any more chance orbs, so I'm not doing any more Kirak missions, which I have 2 of currently, but eventually I will. And the other thing I am saving my my stuff for is, if I go over here to exotic, I'm actually saving these up. These, if you look at the R market in a console, it's 6k for 2 divines, 3.5k for 1 divine, 7k for 2 divines. Like it's a lot of value that I can get just for sitting here, killing a bunch of mobs in my map. So that being said, we are going to basically grind as much as we can of this out. Right now, unfortunately, I don't have, like I said, I don't have any maps I haven't completed in my tier, so I'm going to actually work up all of my T1s all the way back up, just so I can, 1, get a little bit of drops here and there, hopefully, and 2, maybe get some harvests and stuff like that to save. And in time, as I get more maps to tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, so on and so forth, I'll not only have a ton of, what do you call them, harvests, I will have a ton of the others. I can't even think right now. I'll have a ton of the mirrors, of little mirrored lakes. There you go, mirrored lakes. And I'll just be able to run all of them all at once, make even more currency that way. So let's go ahead and get right into it. As you guys know by now, I always start with low tier maps, and I do this for multiple reasons. First and foremost, iShot is a build that inherently is weak. You're going to get one shot a lot, especially if you start pushing early maps early. Or like yellow maps early. You need to do a pretty fair amount of investment for you to just outright be able to, do this. So let's see. He moves to research. I really don't care about that, so you can go free. And we're just going to, what do we get? Nothing cool? Alright, great.
But I had the upper hand.
Nice, Aisling. So I can actually do this and then just not touch Aisling. So if you guys actually want to see, I have actually done a whole series on how to do Syndicate. If you want to see that, I am more than willing to make a series on that. I might just do it anyway, just for content purposes, we'll see. But right now, I don't have enough missions for it to be really worth it, and as you know, I lost my standard account, which had a couple 100 missions, so is what it is. Excuse me. Ooh. Alright. As you see, we're just blowing through real quick. Our goal is basically to find more like T2 maps, get rid of our T1s, find T2s, and pick up any loot we can along the way. We're not going to find too much on T1s. Unfortunately, unlike last league where, you know, we were able to juice up the enemies and get a whole bunch of really nice drops off of enemies, we're not really able to do that in this one. And there's just not a whole lot we can expect from these, unfortunately. So, you know, basically we are here just doing whatever we can with what resources we have. Powerful Forward Flame. I'll put you all the way at the end. How about that? Okay, let's see. Reflection. Slaying enemies close together will attract beyond. Around. Defeat shield. Yes, we do want beyond. This is 7, so I'm gonna put it at 6. Now, that's another thing is when you get those mods like that, it's gonna start making those really hard. But you know, I'm also doing them in low tier maps, so by the time I am done filling up a tab full, most of them at least are gonna be low tier, and hopefully I'll be able to blow through all the low tier ones, and the medium tier, you know, we'll see. At the very least, my goal is to get a whole bunch of currency saved up so I can, you know, do it that way. Now let's see, if we're lucky, we'll actually encounter Aisling back into this, you know, this thing here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to kill everything here. Excuse me. I don't know if this is true, but every time I kill everything, it feels like it has more likely to spawn an additional person. Oh, there we go. We have Hillock, we have Janice, we have Haku. So none of these are really ones I care about, unfortunately, but we are going to upgrade Janice just because. Haku, let's see, nah. I'm actually going to release both of these guys. I don't want to imprison them. They're not going to give me very much if I imprison them, so. And then we just unveil these because we can. Got some unveils going. Alright, perfect. Now let's go out and kill the boss.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I haven't switched back from my lab running, which was, you know, 2 movement, 3 Vita, you know, health pots, but it's whatever. I'm not doing any crazy content right now that requires me to switch pots or buy pots, so for now, this is going to, you know, be my bread and butter. Oh, no! Oh, man. Well, unfortunately, I have to go back for that map, because I'm trying to get T2s, and it's one I haven't completed, so we are actually going to put all of these buffs on. Now, what I will say is you can actually do it this way, or if you want to do it this way, you can go Determination. But honestly, Grace gives me more, I believe, because my evasion's converted. Also, another thing I will point out is that these are just auras that I'm kind of messing around with, seeing what I like better. One thing that I will say is I will be probably using Purity of Elements unless I can get Elemental Res via, like, if I were to guess, Jewels. It would have to be pretty good Fire and Lightning Res Jewels, basically, is what I would look for. All Res is fine too, but I wouldn't need the Cold Res, so, you know. Unfortunately, we are having to start at the beginning. I didn't expect myself to die there. It's totally my bad. And of course, we are getting the rubber band. One good thing about having the Arborix with second wind is you're using level 30 dash, and you're basically just able to spam it. Go ahead and kill this guy. As you see here, we're able to kind of blow through all of these guys. Obviously T1, you know. T1 and I do have a really decent setup. I had a lot of help from really cool people from my late start in this league, so. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up this Crimson Temple and dip. I'm not too sure if I haven't beaten it, but, you know, it's a T2, and that's what we're doing it for. Yeah, it's one of them I haven't completed. So, I'm actually going to put this aside because I actually want to run all of my T1s first, and then I'm going to run my, you know, the T2s, including the ones I have and haven't completed. And the reason why we're doing this is because, again, we don't really have too much resources, and I don't like asking for a bunch of resources from people. I prefer to farm it myself. That's just how I am. I did, you know, get a whole bunch of help as far as currency and building my build and everything like that, and yeah, you know, that's kind of counterintuitive to what I usually do, but at the same time, you know, I was given the ultimatum of I take the currency or he drops it in the map and leaves it there, so thank you, dude, for being so chill about that. That's awesome of you. You know who you are if you watch my channel. Other than that, yeah, I'm basically going to blow through as much of these T1 maps as possible, get them all done, probably do about 100 to 200 low tier maps, and then after I do all those, work from there.
It's my lucky day.
Is it now?
In for a fight then.
I really don't care on these. This is a T1 map and I'm not expecting to get a whole lot, so I just like to, you know, kill what I can, get on with my life. Excuse me. Why are you glowing like that? Astragali? Yep. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, perfect. Why are you glowing? What is up with you? Nothing? And we got a harvest. See, this is what I mean by farm and harvest. Like, we're just going to be getting a lot of these on the low tier maps too. I know you can't get the crazier ones until higher tiers, but I mean, it's fine. I don't care. Hey guy, thank you. See, this is for 11 and 8, 10 and 9. I mean, they're the same, aren't they? Let's do yellow for now. Didn't get any drops in that one. It's fine. Alright, we have 2 and 1, 5 and 1.
Kill it, exile. Quickly.
Five and 1, 4 and 1.
Kill it, exile. Quickly.
Nice. There's someone on the left. Yeah, here you are. And then I have one more over here. 3 and 2. Okay, there we go. And I know the numbers get higher the higher the maps you go, but as I said, I'm gonna basically go, when I get there, I get there. I want to make sure I'm, you know, geared to the teeth so I can do the higher tier maps. And to do that, I will definitely have to sit here and grind out a whole bunch of, you know, nice gear, gems, gear, so on and so forth. So I don't really care about the abysses, so we're just gonna move on. There's our tablet. Let's see here. So I guess we just go here and here, and we only need one more map, and then we have this next little lake done. Alright, perfect. Now let's go ahead and leave, and yeah, so that's basically my plan. I hope you guys do enjoy this content. As always, take it easy, have a good one, and if you guys You know, if you guys feel like supporting me, you can do that multiple ways. The easiest and most cheapest way is obviously just to like and subscribe and share with your friends the content that I bring. The other thing I do have a Patreon which basically I use all the money from that to buy tabs if I get any. Well, most of the money anyway. And until that point, you know, I will also use it for making content, or I will use it as an incentive or whatever to make specific content if you want that, of course. And yeah, either way, that's just another way to, you know, support me if you want to do it that way. But honestly, just leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, or you want to see any kind of just content done, such as Syndicate, anything like that, I am more than willing to, you know, log in one day after I have a whole bunch of missions and give you a whole rundown from A to Z on how to do any one of these things. So, as always, everybody, take it easy, have a good one, and peace.